Hello again. I'm here with another book tag. Anthony Andrews tagged me in the mid-year check-in tag that was originally created by Harriet, Rosie, and Dane reads. One of the problems about doing one of these tags is the first question is how many books have you read? And since I don't use Goodreads, I don't really keep track of how many books I've read. Thank God I got a YouTube channel where I can go back and see all the books I've read for this year. So I went back on YouTube and I actually decided to write all the books down in a journal. Unfortunately, the journal that I picked, I bought at Five Below, and literally this journal started falling apart. It starts ripping apart. That idea was scrapped. I picked up another journal. A real nice one, actually. This has a little dragon on it, and I think this one is a little bit better built, hopefully, than the last one. I was able to figure out the first question, which is, how many books have you read this year? So far, I have read 124 books this year. Hopefully, I will get past 124 before the end of this month, and will be able to at least say I could have read 125 this year, which is really good. I'm really happy about my reading progress. Let's just get to the next question. Question 2 is your favorite book so far this year. For that one, I am picking Kill Creek by Scott Thomas. I really enjoyed this. This is a great haunted house story. Very well put together. All the characters are pretty compelling and interesting. And I can find no faults with this book. This is definitely my favorite book so far that I've read this year. Next question is your most disappointing book so far this year. And that would have to be the one book that I DNF'd, which is Heart of Iron. I just could not get into that book. And so it definitely was my most disappointing of the year. Next question is, what genre have you read the most? For me, I definitely looked around. I pretty much figured it was going to be horror, but I wanted to confirm. So I would say horror is probably my most popular genre. I read 51 out of those 120 books were horror books. 46 of those books were YA books. If you take the YA section and you mix in some horror and some fantasy, probably horror even gets it a little bit more because some of those YA books were horror. So definitely horror, obviously, was my most popular genre that I've read so far this year. Name a newly discovered author. For that one, I am going to say Cameron Robichaux. I've read Kill Creek and I've read Disco Death Trap. I can't wait to read Kill Creek 2, and I look forward to his fourth book. As soon as it comes out, I will probably be pre-ordering it because I really do enjoy this author. So that is Cameron Robichaux. Next question, name the most surprisingly good book. Now, I knew this book was good based on, I believe, it winning some awards, but I didn't expect it to be as good as it was or expect to enjoy the style as much, and that was Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. This is probably one of the first books I've read that was all in prose, and it was really good. At first, it was really powerful, really emotional, really quick read, and I was totally impressed with it. It blew me away. I did not expect it. So that is probably my most surprisingly good book, would be Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. Name your favorite and most anticipated reads of 2018. So the way I took this question was, what were my most anticipated reads that I read in the first 6 months that wind up becoming also really good books? So basically that lived up to the hype. And the first one on that list would be Wolf Moon, the second book in the Rise of the Lycanthrope series that I read on ebook. I really loved the first book. I did really enjoy the second book and look forward to the third book. The other three would be The Wicked Deep, which I also really enjoyed, and I thought I would like it, and I was really pleasantly surprised by how good it was. Dread Nation, which I really enjoyed as well. You know, it was a zombie book set after the Civil War. Really good book. And the third one was Obsidio, which closed out the Illuminate files. I love this book. I loved it better than Gemini. It might be one of my favorite ones because it combined everything from the first two books. It was a really action-packed story, had a lot of punch to it, and yeah, definitely the favorite way to end a trilogy. So that is Obsidio. So those were basically books I can consider highly anticipated and are favorite books of mine in the first 6 months of the year that I've read. Next question, what have been your bookish highlights? Now, a lot of people have said YouTube as their bookish highlights, and for me, definitely YouTube has been a highlight of mine. I'm going to pick some videos that I really liked doing on YouTube in the last 6 months. There are 2 of them. The Bookish burnout video, which was kind of an off-the-cuff thing about burnout and people having bookish burnout. A lot of people like that video. And the second video on a technical aspect that I really enjoyed doing was my vlog video when I went to my niece's birthday. I never did any kind of video like that before. I made a couple of mistakes pulling out the camera and forgetting to play the sound a bunch of times. But I really did like that video. I really liked the way I edited it together. My family really liked it. And hopefully I could do more videos like that in the future. So those are basically the 2 most popular videos for me anyway, personally, that I liked doing in the last 6 months. And the next question is, who do you tag? I don't really tag people usually when I do videos. I feel a little weird about doing it. I should probably get over it and just start tagging people. But like I always say, anybody who wants to do this tag, please feel free to tag. Make sure you include the original people who created the tag in your tag. And I want to thank Anthony Andrews for tagging me in this video. I want to thank all of you for watching. I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.